Yeah, I can't agree with you enough. What about it in particular are you feeling?
I'm just saying, like, it was cool to watch them play this tournament.
Yeah. It feels to me like they've sort of at times turned a new leaf over, would you say? There was a couple of moments in that last game where they went back to their roots and just were like, all right, we're going to go down a lane and take a tower.
Dude, I don't know, man. NA Dota, like, I'm starting to lose some faith.
What do you mean?
Like, I wanna be the NA. There's so many European casters and shit.
Yeah.
I want to be the North American guy with Grant holding down the fort, but it's like, I need you guys to start winning stuff. I need you to be more than infamous, you know?
All right.
I need EG to win a LAN. Things need to happen.
Well, they're not going to let them in here. Galaxy battles, I mean, they didn't win, but Mr. Vandestar Dota might have a thing or two to say about it. I'm with you. It's sort of a situation.
Nobody remembers who got second, only first.
That's fair. And that's the thing. The smiley face is coming out as well.
China's been winning. Europe's been winning.
Mm-hmm. Maybe this is their time.
If Complexity win this, like, woo, Kyle's going to go off.
Yeah, I'm sure. If he wins anything, he's a very emotional fella.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a little bit of a rough go of it. You watched a lot of the games that were going on previously, the infamous Complexity series. Was there anything that really stuck out to you as, I mean, this looks like a very different type of draft than what we saw earlier today.
Yeah, I think Cole, this is completely different than what they normally done. Like, this is a much more splitty, late game-esque style. Because the downside of Complexity is, like, what they do very well. Or, like, they do at least, like, above average, which is, like, they run at you.
Right.
And they take towers, and they put this pressure on you, and they take these team fights, and it's very hard to play against. But I think LGD were aware of that. They just picked heroes like Paylord, and they did the same. They're like, oh, well, whenever you run at us, we'll just defend.
Right. And now they're sort of changing it up. They realized after that last series, things need to change a little bit here.
They've become way too predictable.
Yeah.
Against teams that they're better than, they'll just outskill. Like, for example, when Z-Freak just had, like, a sick individual performance today.
Yeah.
Like, he can do stuff like that, but you need more. You need more consistent plays to get through deeper into tournaments. Like, that's what determines, for me anyways, like, a very good team is consistency. Like, yeah, sure, teams like EG can take a series off VP, but, like, you need to be able to do that consistently against the top teams.
Fair enough. And LGD definitely one of those top teams, but they've also not always held things together completely. In this game, you know, we've seen, oh, we're actually going to have to go the hook there after the lift, and FY just going to try and TP away the damage. It's not quite enough, so he does get out. LGD, are you feeling like they're sort of in a different league right now than Complexity, based upon what you've seen?
We'll see. I think this is a very neat draft by Cole. I think they're actually going to do better than I expect here. I'm just like a disappointed father. You know, I'd like to see more out of my kids.
I'm with you. Your kids. That's a good way to put it.
Right now, you know, all the other kids are trying real hard, and my kids are just eating glue.
Damn. Oh, well, they were putting on some good performances earlier. I can feel what you're saying, though, because you definitely, you see the individual talent that's there on all of these players.
Yeah, I just need, we're going to fulfill, this is where it starts. If Complexity beat a very good LGD squad, we talked to Matama, and he said this feels like the second best team in China.
Right.
LGD, that's what Liquid thinks. I thought VG was personally stronger, but who knows?
I mean, that's the thing too, is there's so much like back and forth within the Chinese scene themselves. It's more about like how they deal against the Western teams as well.
Yeah, this is a very good LGD squad, so being able to beat them would be better in the cap. And it all starts with, I think they have a very good support duo. I think FY has been playing absolutely stellar. I like the way that Chalice plays too. I like this import of Southeast Asian players in general. I think the two Warriors gaming exports have performed very well for them. Yeah. And I think that this is kind of where you take a lot of the talent pool from. It's something that I think would be interesting if more South Americans, for example, played in North America. Similar to like what Tomato's doing.
Yeah, getting that sort of influx of new talent and also different ideas about how to play the game.
Because the skill is there in all the regions.
Yeah, Xnova, when we watched him back on Warriors Gaming, the thing that always stood out to me was his lane support. and just how good he was at being able to zone out offlaners. In this game in particular also, we're seeing that they're doing this sort of dual aggro type of lane against Chessie with the bear, and so far it's kind of worked. The Troll Warlord's got way more CS right now than Chessie has been able to.
Yeah, and Void's got pretty much free farm. And the reason why Void has free farm is, in this lane, there's no kill potential. And he's very good against Lone Druid because the time dilation makes it so the Lone Druid barely runs. Runs at like 0 move speed.
Yeah. Nice little pickup there. FY able to get the rune before the hook came through to pick it up himself. And still a very passive laning phase to the start of this one. So Void getting free farm, like you said, and all of the other lanes kind of fallen behind slightly with Tinker behind the Quap as well. Is this kind of what you were expecting as far as the lane setups was concerned?
I think maybe he's doing a little bit better than I expect. This top lane, though, they just hope to trade farm. It's very hard for them to get kills. And Earthshaker can't really lane against Witch Doctor Troll. Like, that lane is way too hard for him. But the lane is going to get pulled into his direction, so you should be able to get some farm here. Downside, too, is that Pudge can't really get kills, as he pops the mango, maybe.
Oh, afraid you talked about it. Moo in some trouble, but they're bringing in Pudge as well. There's the block off there onto Ame as Kyle's going to look for a hook, but there's a little sidestep there coming in. And
Ame's such a beast.
Yeah. Oh, wait, he's going back in?
Yeah, he wants to try to...
Well, he finds Kyle. There's the axes.
Almost catches Moo, too. He's such an aggressive carry.
Yeah.
In the Sven game, when he decided to go for the Shadow Blade, like, he completely turns his own game around. I thought he threw the game for a sec when he gets caught in the jungle, but then he just keeps going around getting kills. Like, this guy does AFK farm quite a bit, but he always pays off with it. And very aggressive core.
It feels like in some ways you need to have that aggressive core nowadays. It's not enough just to farm. Like go pick up a Battle Fury on another hero and then don't make stuff happen.
Yeah, this era of like anti-mage Spectre stuff has lessened. And now you have the cores that get these like 1 or 2 items and take these major fights. As Limp gets gone on mid.
Yeah, just going to throw out that Maledict, force a little bit of a rotation. The TP's canceled, and he's probably going to salve up once the Maledict wears off, right around that 6-minute mark.
Took a lot of damage right there, but he's got 15 or 11 wand charges too. And X-Nova even going to ping the haste rune for maybe. It's a very nice rune for him to pick up. Is level 6 at the same time.
Cool. Top lane, they find a sleep onto Z-Freak, but a bit of a roar forces them back. And that's something we got to watch out for as well, is like any type of rotations that you would make. Or do you think that it's better for somebody to come into the Quap unless there's some type of a dive? Or what do you do with this haste, or do you do anything?
I think you just get a TP, which he has, and just chill. You don't have to force anything. If your team over-rotates up at top or they get over-rotated on, you can make a play. As X-Nova is in position, Z-Freak shouldn't see this. I think they just go in for it.
Yep, there's going to be the stun. They get the vision, jump forward, find the kill. Chalice drawing first blood. Just under 7 minutes in.
The crowd erupts.
They really love their players, that's for sure. Haste rune eventually going to be used now by maybe.
Yeah. I don't think when you have these runes, like, you don't necessarily have to force anything.
Okay.
Although I feel like maybe could have jumped right there. I think he thought about it. He had both combo. He had full combo up.
So talk to me a little bit about the timings of this game. Lone Druid, everybody always talks about like that Radiance getting stuff done. Is there anything we really need to watch out for?
I think Tinker needs a blink as fast as possible. And once he has his blink, he'll be in a really sweet spot in this game. It's hard to catch him up. LGD is going to have to use a lot of their resources shoving out the waves. And for LGD, it's the early Roshan that I'm looking forward to. If they can slow down Limp enough, then he can't participate in these Roshan engagements. As at bottom, Ame getting aggressive right now.
Down move a little bit, but again, he is just going to back out after the fissure. All fine and dandy in the bottom lane. So yeah, I guess that the Rosh you're talking about there, super important with Troll Warlord being on the other side. And, well, obviously getting an Aegis on any of these heroes is pretty valuable, as FY is going to scout out Z-Freak, making this move down here. Maybe a chance at a setup for something, as they are moving in with Ame. The stomp's going to connect, and they do have a lift. Need to be careful about getting lifted up onto the cliff. Z-Freak is going to try and go for it there. Gets FY up top. He does not have a TP, actually.
Oh,
They're going to trade it over.
He gets pulled.
All right, well, he's going to get out of there eventually. Although he needs to be a little bit careful. Moo could cancel it if they realize that he's going for it.
Nah, now he's going for it.
Yeah. Well, 2-0 start. Nice little beginning here. And what do you think about this offlane Earthshaker? The panel was talking about, we don't see this guy almost at all anymore.
There was a time where you could put like 4-position Shaker, which Liquid did very often. And the reason was because this hero felt so insane, Gabe. You would always get the ability to just one-shot somebody. But they've reduced the damage on the ult a lot. Upside of the hero still exists quite a bit. You have a lot of different lockdowns. You get 3 in 1. So if you do have issues with disables or guaranteed disables, he's going to be able to do that for you. As at top, Chalice gets hooked and then nothing happens as a result of it. As Chessie gets the 3-man Savage Roar, but they're still going to chase this down.
This is going to be maybe a decent amount of damage. He needs to try and walk his way out of there, but with the Maledict, it's not happening. Instead, it's another hook, and Kyle, if he's not careful, just going to get chronoed in the face, and now going to the other side so they can block off his path. Another sleep there. The stun is going to come out, and Complexity looking for the deny. It was never going to happen. Double there for X-Nova.
Yeah, and Moo trying to get out. As Ame, hot in pursuit, almost has phase boots up too. He's going to go for this.
Oh man, Moo needing to walk away, and he is going to be fine yet again. Disable being more than enough.
Still, that's a level 9 Troll that has been completely untouched, and Troll is the anti-offlaner. Always has kill potential, very strong in lane. As now they're going to make the full 4-man rotation.
Oh my god, Complexity are just running at this guy, and now the Fissure to block it off, and as soon as the TPs are going to start to come, they need to be careful. Being said, there are other heroes in the area. Yeah, like you said, it's that type of thing where they're worried about the Troll Warlord and just bring everybody down to mess with them.
Yeah. At the same time, Chalice has had such a good game so far. Looks like he's going Vlad's. Does that mean Troll's going Mask of Madness?
I guess, yeah. Goes first item Satanic. CFY. Back behind the tower, they see that the Spirit is coming to them. They're going to be able to dive this if they want. The Fissure comes out. They've got Kyle in the area, the hook, the fear, the right clicks. FY might actually be able to turn this back on to Kyle. They end up finding the kill, maybe with a quick rotation.
Yeah, very nice to be able to save that. And that ET is very tanky. And at the same time, they take that top tower. And this is pretty brutal. You're going to have a Void with something like a 12-minute Vlad's treads. 30 net worth overall. He even has more net worth than the Queen of Pain.
I mean, at this point, it feels like Complexity's draft was like, all right, hold out for the late game split push. Were they expecting to have to do it this early and to this extent?
Definitely not. And they pick some counter heroes like the Tinker against the Troll and the Void. They take the Pudge, obviously, so you can hook people out of the Chrono. But the laning phase is so weak as a result of this.
Seeing the evidence of that right now with a 4,000 net worth lead at just under 12 minutes. Ooh. This is all coming up LGD right now. Well, there is going to be some TPs over by the Shrine, maybe a smoke play by the Dire and a few. Although, what are they really going to do? Looks like they're just going to try and farm. Now it's just getting Limp what he can get. And when your Rubik is level 3 right before that ended up happening at 12 minutes in, they just haven't been able to get what they need out of this so far.
Yeah, pace-wise, it just feels like Complexity's not really matching. Lanes were a little bit too rough. They couldn't really kill any of the 3 lanes is the problem. Like, when you don't threaten any of the lanes, nobody's afraid of you. Yeah. They couldn't kill top. They definitely couldn't kill bottom. Mid was a Queen of Pain against a Tinker and a Pudge. Like, nothing's happening there.
You can see the levels just very heavily into the favor of LGD right now. And honestly, besides that one rotation bottom, this is without the Queen of Pains. Arguably LGD's most strong hero right now that they're getting all this stuff done with.
Yeah. Again, it comes down to the fact that none of the 3 lanes are punished. And Z-Freak gonna get gone on again as should die here.
Damage there, Chalice. Maybe they can find a turnaround. He's just gonna be able to time walk it off, and it's only got 300 HP, but Lexi not able to punish.
Now he's building towards a Shadow Blade.
This game is a disaster right here for Complexity. I mean, is it still a situation where it's as bad as it seems? Do you, like, you know, people always talk about the strength of Tinker Holden against pushes.
The unfortunate thing, though, is sometimes you just get overrun. And we talked about the Roshan.
Yeah.
When you get an early Vlad like this, it makes it incredibly easy to do so.
Yep. Well, Troll ulti pop, they're going to right-click it down.
That is an early Roshan.
It was 14-minute Roche. No Ursa in this game, but Troll are doing a good impression of it. Also building towards that Battle Fury, so he's going to be able to scale into the late game.
Yeah. 5K gold lead, 6-0, 14 minutes in. LGD doing very well for themselves. They're going to need this Lone Druid to be very scaled. And now, if you're Cole, you're almost forced into going for the 30-plus minute game. Would like to note, by the way, that the Void decided to opt for the 8 strength.
Yeah?
I'd like to let OD Pixel know that.
You know, I knew this was coming. I knew it was going to happen as soon as I saw Void picked in this.
Man, I see Owen. He takes all the damage taunts on every hero. Doesn't care that he could have like 2,500 health on the hero. Just...
You know what they say? The best defense is a good offense. He's just encapsulating the great minds of strategy throughout the years.
I love Owen, so he can do whatever he wants.
Just maybe we'll take a break from playing for a little bit with you or
I'll
something.
tank some pubs for him. Oh, as Ame gonna run into Chessie, break the smoke, and Chessie should get out of here clean. I don't even know if FY attempts the stun. He does not. He almost has Radiance.
That's not bad, you know? You got 4 heroes down here bottom. It looks really rough. 5,000 net worth lead, but at least Lone Druid sitting top of the net worth.
Yeah, eventually you got to go high ground. That's where Cole will hopefully hold forever, as they're going to find this stack.
Give it a little stomp. Get a little right click, and Ame now going to try and clear through it here, as I believe he's getting closer to that Battle Fury, but shouldn't have it yet. Rest of the heroes can only look on as this stack gets taken. There is a scan, and more things going into the favor of LGD this early stage, 16 minutes in. Blink Dagger on Moo in the near future, maybe? Oh god, he's caught. Sleep, or Splitter, it's going through. Chalice has Chrono. This guy is super dead. Don't even need it.
Chalice almost has Shadow Blade too. They've supported these 3 cores very well. Now, everyone's self-sufficient at this point. As the fear goes on to Ame, who is here to defend the tower with his Aegis. Should not be afraid of anything at this point.
Yeah, I mean, the heroes from Complexity, I mean, they've got good burst damage if you can put 1 or 2 of them together, but they're needing to do so much work on trying to keep these lanes pushed out as well.
Yeah. Right now, they just lack the control, simply put.
They lack the kills too, man. 7-0. It's not great. 7,000 net worth as lead as well. They have held on to their mid-tier 1 tower, who is sitting here ready to go for a fissure on the wave, but LGD moving in yet again in this ET. It's not going to connect with the Stomp, and Z-Freak here as well is going to be able to steal 1. Chalice going to be pushed back. Scream of Pain is stolen. Moo, level 9, going to be Witch Doctor ulted in the trees. Oh, that feels real bad. Maybe is on a killing spree. Still.
Yep. Lead now goes to 8-0, 7K up at 17 minutes. This is quite the pace LGD are setting. But we talked about this. There's nobody that Complexity can really kill at this point. At this phase of the game, in the laning phase, they weren't going to be able to do it. Post-laning phase, it doesn't get any easier. You kind of just have to weather the storm if you're Cole and hope that LGD slip up and overextend.
Okay. So kills-wise, if LGD keeps on getting all of these kills, but they don't take as many objectives, is it okay, or?
It's not great.
It's not great. Okay.
You gotta take what they give you at this point.
Right.
And maybe now has a full Orchid, I believe. He has.
He's going
for some
Shadow
reason
Blade?
Shadow Blade's queued up.
Oh, Rubik got Blink. Gotta find the silver linings. Because for LGD, it is all good for them. Tinker off to the side. Chalice, if he realized he was over there, could think about something. And actually, it's going to be the Faceless Void going back for the Aghanim Scepter as well.
Oh, he's swerving back. Going back for the team fight so he can speed up their game. He wants to catch as much as he can. I like this idea. Normally you would lack damage on Void, which is why you go for the Shadow Blade. But I think he understands, like, well, I have Troll ulti, and my Troll's very farmed.
Well, and honestly, they've got some decent damage, even with like the Witch Doctor. If anybody's around him, probably do enough to find a kill there. Bottom lane, FY. Oh God, there were 3 heroes down there, and
That would have been their first kill.
oh man.
Oh wow, you look for half a second and now it's an 11k lead.
Yeah, that's 19 minutes in. It's just been a slow and steady increase. Consistently, LGD making all the right moves.
That graph does not have a lot of dips in it. That is a smooth paved road.
Yeah.
Freshly laid concrete there.
All right, maybe a chance for a fissure into a hook. Is it really going to amount to anything? They get the hook there. No, that's silence. It comes down to Chrono 1 and 2. They got him caught. Chetsy's here. They might not be able to find these kills, actually. So Complexity saved their buddies, just barely.
But they...
Yeah.
It's a trade of ults. But at the same time, like, when you're this far behind, like, that's demoralizing. You just want something. Get on the board.
I mean, at the same time, they were able to get the Blink Dagger for the Shaker. That was Chronosphere used and down. It could have been worse. Could it have?
Yeah, I mean, nobody died.
Yeah.
Nobody died.
They got Blink on Shaker. If you're Complexity right now, do you even really try and go for a smoke play, or do you wait until Roche is up before you go for something like that?
I think you take a tower right now, because you know the spells are off CD.
Speed is what they're going to be doing. Witch Doctor is back behind the tower. The nice part about the Pudge, at least, is he's pretty good at assisting with a push. Can always hook somebody if they come to defend. In fact, Complexity, with the Blink Dagger done, with Radiance done, Blink is done as well on the Tinker. Maybe a bit of a timing with no kills on the board. Could be a thing.
Yeah. Honestly, anything positive right now for Cole is they set up another combo, but Kyle hooks a creep.
A little unfortunate there for them.
Yeah, tower is starting to get a little bit low here, but AT Stomp gonna connect on the bear, and it barely survives. Ah,
nice. Silver linings.
It's barely survives.
Oh, lordy. Well, 8-0 still. While this has all been going on, maybe he's waiting up to the side. He knew it was Blink away.
Very fast.
Good play by Limp.
Even had a DD rune as Chalice trying to find Moo, and he does. Moo's gonna hit the stun first, though.
Wait, Kyle uses his hook over to the other side, which means that Moo is maybe just gonna get chronoed here, or just end up being able to find that kill on the Witch Doctor nonetheless. Chalice, they blink out, he gets away.
He has the chrono, just not willing to use it quite yet, as the Troll ult is popped.
Looking for a big one there, and now down to the south, they're able to find the Chronos. Chrono is stolen, though, and now turned against their allies, but they're able to get the fissure, the hook away as well. Chalice gets the time walk off. They weren't able to complete that kill. So everybody living from Complexity, and they get on the board.
Cole is on the board.
Are you a proud father?
Yeah, no bagels here. They turned that, what was it, Grant said, like, they turned their bagel into a hot dog. A breadstick.
That's what it was.
That 0 becomes a 1. That was like 2k gold swing.
0 to hero.
They almost got a kill too on the Troll. They were very close to that. So this is showing that Cole can still win fights. I think Chalice was way too cautious with his chrono. Like, if he just catches the Earthshaker right there, his team can follow up, they get the kill. None of that happens. And now Chessy is not that far behind. In fact, he is ahead of the Queen of Pain. The Tinker is right behind there too. It's 10k gold, which is still quite substantial, but I mean, you want to have some hope.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, this is again with an off-lane Earthshaker who has that main item, the Blink Dagger.
Yeah, they just need 1 or 2 engagements here. It's going to be hard to find, though, because LGD are playing very disciplined. But right now, if you're Complexity, you're hoping that they make mistakes as they catch Limp. Very nice kill for them.
Yeah, chrono used there, and, well, that's what's going to happen if you're not careful.
Also, look at the build from Maybe. He's opted to go for the Shadow Blade so that he can solo catch this Tinker and wait in the tree lines. So when he does blink into him, he doesn't have to go through the wave to spot him. Like, he's right now just setting Tinker traps whenever he can. He plays around that bottom area, he hides in the trees. He's waiting for Limp to respawn and try to make something happen.
Ame. It's over there to the side. Complexity sort of in a position to try and catch them as they head out. It does look like X-Nova there, the ward down. They're going to have vision.
Kyle.
They're thinking about it. Echo Slam trying to go for it. Ame, there's the fissure to start. There's the hook as well. Maybe going to be able to combo this together. Ame just says, hell no, turns around and takes him down. And now, oh no, bad to worse and maybe to terrible. The Echo Slam almost able to take down that pop. They want to bring him down, but maybe able to jump away. Another fissure turn, but it's not enough. 2 dead for Complexity. And now the Chrono for the 3rd. Oh, no, no, no.
Wow. That was... It felt like for a second they were going to get Ame. Then Ame's like, well, you're a Pudge and you've done nothing. I can actually just 3-shot you. And thus he did.
I mean, it is a 13,000 net worth lead. It was 10 probably around that when that fight took place. You know, at a certain point, you can't, it's hard to overcome that amount of gold.
Yeah, early Roshan's paying dividends here for LGD stockholders as that thing respawned. At 24 minutes, we're already into the second Rosh.
Yeah.
That means around the 35-minute mark, we'll have both.
Aether Lens for Tinker, so he can maybe play a little bit more safe if they're in there up top lane. They find the hook. All right, they got Chalice here for the moment. Do they have enough to bring him down? Trying to do it. Isn't enough. The time walk away. Chalice able to make the escape, and now the cask is going to bounce. Chalice almost down. The Chrono comes out. They are going to be able to hit there, but it's not enough for the kill. Maybe in the meantime, kills off Z-Freak, and Complexity still not able to get more than just 1 kill on the board.
Yeah, they're going to lose this tower. And with the Faceless Void Aghanim Scepter, the cooldown is so short that he does not really care. He's like, oh, whatever, I'll use it. We'll get a kill. If he doesn't have that Ags, Cole would say, well, maybe we can smoke even with the Aegis on the enemy team. We can try to pick something up. But it'll be up so fast by the time everyone respawns.
Oh no, Chessie! He's gonna get caught. The sleep is there. He does still have the bear, and right now the Queen of Pain though has shown up, and with that it is going to be a dead Chessie. Unstoppable streak.
That was so much damage, that Earth Splitter, and now there's a full BKB completed onto the Queen of Pain. Blink Dagger on this troll, and right now Complexity are just getting outclassed. 15-1.
Ame is so ridiculously farmed at this point in the game. This is just a walloping. It's 21,000 net worth lead at 26 minutes.
Yeah,
I don't know the last time I saw 15-1.
Oh, well.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Did you not watch EG? I casted that game. That was hilarious.
Well, it's a tough one. Smoke up now. LGD looking to continue the pain train. Complexity split push. If they can dodge this gank, again, those silver linings.
Both teams idling around. They've placed their Tinker Ward. Have some very aggressive vision on the map right now as Complexity have the opposite idea. They've got one very defensive ward in their own jungle as the Stomp flies on through, but Complexity...
They've got everybody there. Troll in the mid lane, able to find Chessie as well. There's going to be the BKB pop. The chase is there, and now the lone druid is gone. 16-1.
And Ame brazenly just walks up, is not afraid of anything at this point. Chalice jumps forward, has the Chrono at this point, wants to expend it as Z-Freak steals the time walk, and that's going to reset things a little bit as the March of the Machines flies down. And even with the Aegis, LGD, very disciplined, going to reset.
Nullifier Troll is going to be the next item. Just jump on top of somebody, completely dismantle them. And at this point, I mean, it's so hard for Complexity to get anything done at all.
Yeah, look at Chalice's build, by the way. Decides to completely sway away from going DPS. He's like, my team has this covered. I just need to build as much utility as I possibly can. Goes for the pipe right after. And now another attempt here.
Oh, Echo Slam.
He's getting low.
It's not enough, though, and the hook is not quite on the mark either. Oh, man, Echo down. The chase is there. Z-Freak, and that pipe coming into play. They get away.
Would have been a huge kill onto maybe. They need any core kill that they can get at this point.
Only one to have died, X-Nova.
Someone's getting kicked.
Oh no. Look at this though, they're just waiting. They know immediately, and on top of him, Chessie, they didn't end up being able to stop that. Now the hook as well. Okay, things may be looking a little bit better, trying to take down that Troll Warlord, but instead, Moo, are they able to find this kill? Almost there, Ame's taking him down. They do burn through the Aegis. It's still not a kill. FY walking away, Moo chasing as well, but they realize they can't take him down. Second time, the blink forward, they found themselves one. Great BKB timing. They also have the Chronosphere. They got him caught and gonna fall. It's all gonna part. Double kill for Ame, 19-1. Well, time walk stolen and the bear being chased down. This is a complete and total domination going on right now, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they call it at any point in time.
Yeah, it's 20-1. The disrespect.
Oh, get out of the game.
That was the please exit. We're no longer playing the same game. It's 30K at 29 minutes. They haven't matched Liquid's pace, where Liquid was up something like a kill a minute, but they are so far ahead at this point that, I mean, at this point it's not even.
Yeah,
I don't know what
there's. What's your analysis of the situation, Blitz? This is a complete and total destruction going out. A smoke. Moo wants to hit him hard, wants to get him good. The hook is in. Kyle about to die. BKB out, and, well, he's going to get pummeled a few times.
And this was impressive by LGD. Like, yeah. This was really impressive. That was
GG, well played call. Crowd loves it.
Yeah. When they played them the first time, I thought that was a shellacking, but this was, oh man, that's hard to recover from.
Just like no emotion shown there from LGD, and I mean, I guess the thing too is that it felt like one of those situations where they were going to have to play from behind for a while, just the nature of the draft.
Yeah.
But it wasn't meant to ever be getting that far out of hand.
I mean, I think they expected that, they had to have known that the lanes were going to be rough, right, setting them what they were, but there's no way that they thought it'd be this bad.
I guess also it's different from the previous style that Complexity's played before. We touched on that. Maybe like a little bit not as comfort with playing this way.
I think they need to have better lanes against they need to have better lanes against LGD, because LGD's way too good at punishing this kind of lane configuration. They're just like, well, we'll have all three lanes succeed. And in Dota nowadays, it's very hard to win when you lose 3 lanes like that.
Right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what else we can really say about that one. We're going to be back in a little bit for game number 2. See what the panel thought. A real wreck can go.